Okay, so this is going to be the best M16 class in Call of Duty Warzone, which I'm going to put it out there. This is probably the best AR, if not the FFAR, but the FFAR did get a nerf. So this is probably the best AR you can use. It is burst though, so if you don't like burst, you might not like this, but it is very strong. Now, the reason I'm in the Cold War multiplayer screen is because the Warzone only shows you bar, like a bar thing for when you put stuff on instead of actual like numbers and percentages, so you don't really get all the information about what you're putting on your gun and exactly how it's going to affect it. You just get like, you estimate with bars. When this one you get numbers and bars, so you can actually tell better. Um, so let's get into it. First, this is not required, but I would recommend you have a scope, and I would recommend the axial arms 3 times, which is very good for like mid to long range, and you can still use it close range, but it's not like really good for close range. I would also recommend having the Clean Living Reticle on it if you don't have that one, the On Point, or if you've played zombies with this, the Disruptor, because those are all probably some of the best reticles you can have, which are the easiest to hit shots with. Next, for the muzzle, you want to run the SOCOM Eliminator because it gives you 17% recoil control and 85% muzzle flash concealment. Now, the M16 does not have a lot of recoil control, but I see people using this one, but that makes you lose bullet velocity. And that's not a good thing when you're using a mid to long range weapon. You want bullet velocity so that you don't have as much bullet drop off and you do more damage. And the only thing you're really losing when you use this one is horizontal recoil control, which will fix with other attachments, and some shooting movement speed, which you don't need that much. And you only lose like 15% muzzle flash concealment. Next, the barrel. I definitely recommend the strike team. You could use the task force, which gives you plus 14% damage, 50 damage range, and 50 bullet velocity, but you also lose 20 recoil control and 15 horizontal recoil control. When with the strike team, it does 14% more damage, so the same amount more damage, but you get a plus 9% fire rate, so you're going to be able to get off like more bullets faster. So, and since it still has that plus 14% damage, it's going to do more damage. But it does lose 25% damage range, and idle sway control doesn't really matter. So it's just losing that damage range. It does suck a little bit, but you're going to be able to get a lot of more shots off, and you're going to be able to do a lot more damage. So this, probably use this for mid range, but if you want to go for like a long range setup, I'd use this one. Okay, you don't need a body, and for the underbarrel, you're going to want to go with the Field Agent foregrip, because this will give you plus 40% horizontal recoil control and plus 10% vertical, and again, you don't really need shooting movement speed, and this horizontal recoil control will make up for losing the 10 right here, so it's not really a big deal that you lost that. Okay, so next is you're going to want the 45 round mag, but you only really need this if you're playing with 2 people or more, so 2, 3, or 4 people, because in solos, 30 bullets is going to be just enough, like it's going to be fine in order to kill 1 person at a time or even 2 people at a time, because this gun is very strong, so you don't really need 45 bullets, and it'll just make you reload slower. But if you are playing anything that's not solo, I would recommend the 45 rounds, or even 54 rounds if you're playing like squads or something, so that you're able to actually kill a bunch of people without reloading. Now, I would go with this one, but the aim down sight time, it would be awful, because this gun's already not that fast without speed attachments. But if you're in solos and you're not using the magazines, you could put on a handle or a stock to help out with recoil or aim down sight time. Or, like I said, the optic is not required, so you can also scrap that and just put on both of those. So if you're playing solos and you don't like a scope, you can put on a handle and stock instead of magazine and optic to make your gun handle a little bit better and be better in general. Alright, so that is the best M16 class in Call of Duty Warzone. Now, if you liked this video, I do post others like it and others not like it, because I do post zombie strategies and glitches, zombie guns, like how to build your zombie guns, or I'll live stream here and there. So if you're interested in any of that, or even just more videos like this, which you probably are because you clicked on the video in the first place, let's be honest, then consider dropping a like and subscribing and turning on post notifications, because I'll be posting more content in the future. See ya.
Hit it from the back, look back at me, I like that. She's so naughty for that set. I got so